Hello and welcome. So I am going to take a look at the Guardian's Cryptic crossword, which is being published on Thursday the 6th of November 2025. And our setter for this is Fed, who I believe is Dave Gorman, the comedian. I have done one of his puzzles previously and quite enjoyed it. He's quite intricate in his cluing, I think. But yeah, I do like Dave Gorman as a comedian. Seen a couple of his shows, read a couple of his books. So why not? Right, I don't think there's anything else to say. Just check my recordings there and crack on. Sign of top hat scratching head. Sign of top hat. Sign, don't think it's a astrological sign. Let's put one down. Representing Foreign Office visiting a cold region briefly. Represent Foreign Office visiting a cold region. FO something 4. Don't know. Let's look at this one. Recall cars park outside close to garage. Is that just put the close to garage on the end of an E, or is it outside of it? Cars park outside. Remember, cars are autos. Secretary for a broadsheet. PA per. Ah, very good. PA per, nice. This one I can't see. Oh, what's this long one? Nice flat. Here has strange. That must be the Fahrenheit scale, mustn't it? Can I spell Fahrenheit? I can now. School governors organise clubs in church with small sanctions. School governors organised clubs in church. I mean, organised feels like it ought to be a anagram indicator, but governors is a good 9 or 10 letters. 9 letters. School. So I mean, it could be an anagram of governors because we've got an E and an R. Clubs in church with small sanctions. That would leave a lot of the clue left, though, wouldn't it? So let's have a look at this one. Rivers may be on flood alert. Red Cross initially delivering heroic sort. That's a 423. Rivers may be on flood alert. High water. High delivering heroic sort. Something of something I would have thought it'd be, but Red Cross initially. Is that RC or is that just C for cross? Or is it initially delivering with an X in it? Don't know. Right, let's go back to the downs. Try and work systematically. New pie chart's inscription. Well, that must be around pie chart, mustn't it? Which is it's not epitaph. What's that word I'm thinking? Epitaph isn't the right thing. I'm gonna have to. Oh, there's a word like that, I think. Pie chart. Sef, Ratisef, and Artisef. Maybe that's a word I don't know. Okay, going to leave that one. I think it's just an error of that. Glassmaker is rejected by student arts venue. Glass maker is rejected. I don't know what the name of glassmaker is. I don't know whether it's just. Oh, we should be separating this. Lift and separate. Glassmaker is rejected by student arts venue. No. Pirate's mistress, after removing old underwear, said "I" to get things going. Excuse me. That's that long pair down. Pirate's mistress. Is that going to be the C? I was like, silly. Right. Oddly, the Arctic Circle in particular provides fuel. The Arctic Circle is 6, 12. Is that right? 6 for Arctic, 6 for Circle is 12. And TE maybe. Maybe it's TE provides fuel. Carbohydrate. What's that carbohydrate? It would fit apart from Fahrenheit's in the way. Right, film companies including universal, eager to learn. We think that's a UCOS ending. No, maybe it's a CAUS ending, I would think. Film would be missed or something. Film layer miss. Can't say that one. Right. Turnover seen when Conser, I don't know what that means, goes up against Mo Salah. Well, Mo Salah's a footballer from Egypt, plays for Liverpool. He's a striker. Turnover could be TO, I suppose. Scene. Or is it anagram of scene when Conser goes up? Or is it a hidden word backwards? Up against Mo Salah. I don't know what to do with Mo Salah there, so to speak. Side swapping ends makes game. Side is a team. So meet. Yeah, meet is game, isn't it? Okay, that seems okay then. Job swap. Gosh, I assume that's just double definition. Word for job, word for swap. Swap is to alter. Not sure. Excuse me. Skin on show in retreat. Retreat is a den or a cot normally, or a lair, or a hide. Skin, hide on show in retreat. On show is out, I think. Skin is hide. Hide out. There it is. Boom. That doesn't look so good. That does feel good though, that bit there. Of or on. I think maybe rivers maybe on flood alert. Excuse me. Of Red Cross initially. Delivering. Okay, so I've got R for rivers. FLOOD, flood. RC. No. Rivers, I don't know, that is Oz. Of. Don't like how that's looking though. It could be COS with a U. Ducus. Eager to learn. Can't think what that is. Turnover seen when Conser goes up. When is as? Oh, hold on. No, don't know. Let's look at this again. Oddly, the Arctic or hideout stitched the idea that there might be an anagram in there. Although, no, the oddly. Right. I don't think I looked at this one yet. Happening as drums extremely deficient before Ringo's discovered. Cool. What? Happening before Ringo's discovered. Star. Ringo star. So I'm going to start. This one, nomad found in area between two large US cities. We've got LA, NY, or NYLA, and nomad, excuse me, is a wanderer, but nothing happening there. Pirate's Mistress, still don't know anything else. That one, bottom half then, we're into the bottom half. Blumenac, this isn't going well. Can I go further down? Not really, I don't need to anyway. Perhaps Albert Finney's content with set I redesigned. Perhaps Albert. Albert is a chain, it's a Canadian province, is that right? Content, INE. I did just biff Fahrenheit scale. Fairly sure it is. It looks like it's got the right letters. Yeah, I think so. Perhaps Albert. Finney's content is INNE with set I. Let's have a look at that then. INE set I. Ugh, I don't know what that's going to be. Einstein. Albert Einstein. There you are. That was a nice, easy one, wasn't it? Okay, thank you for that one. I would have thought this is a forward here. Represent, you stand for or something. Represent, FO is foreign, a cold region briefly. Could be the Arctic. AR. Don't think so. Tundra. Tund. That'd be tund for. Act on for. Maybe it's act. Acting. No, action for. I'm going to put act, although I don't think it's right. This one. Oh, it's the cars again. Can't recall cars park outside, closed to garage. I'm not very sure about that. Garage E going on the end, really. Recall is to remember, reconsider, not coming to me. This one, scroll down. Well, so scroll down there. Screen scroll down because I went into the anagrammy thing. For good old Albert Einstein. Right, let's look at that one again. Oh, school governors, yep, I haven't got any more of that. Okay, looking up somewhere to follow or to go or following Google Maps, say. Google Maps is that just alphabet? And if so, why? Okay, looking up. Let's just put it in and see what we've got. Alphabet, Tiba, PHAP. I can't see anything going up, looking up somewhere to go. Can't really see why that would be alphabet in both things. Just that I think Google is officially owned by Alphabet, which is kind of what sent me in that direction. Forgive you what? Forgive you what? Isn't getting any better. Comic actor working in animation. Jim Carrey. Working in animation. Working is on in cartoon. Cartoon? Would that be cartoon? It wouldn't really, would it? Animation's cartoon. Oh, it is, yeah. Yeah, it is. Comic. Cartoon. Carto is an anagram actor. And on is working. Animation is cartoon. And comic is your anagram indicator. So it looks like it's another per again. Please, parlay. You what? A? I can't want that to be an A. But or pardon. What is that? Pardon. Forgive is to pardon. You what? Oh yeah, that's what you'd say, wouldn't it? Pardon me. Oddly, the Arctic Circle. I hadn't actually picked up that was 10 and 4. Oh gosh, what's the second one then? Just oddly, the Arctic Circle. Oh, so that's interesting. So Arctic Circle was still only had up 14 then, isn't it? And I did I? There was an H. Okay, so the H maybe. Provide fuel. Fuel would be. I don't know what the in particular bit's doing though. If it is doing anything, well, it must be doing something, but it doesn't have to be, does it? But I think, okay, that's interesting. School governors organised. Is school S? Governors, clubs in church with small sanctions of just. School governors is. Can't think. Okay, let's have a look at this one here. The AP. Okay, looking up somewhere. Oh, I don't know. Appropriate. What's this? Looking up somewhere to go or following Google Maps. It's not coming to me. This one down here, have I looked at this yet? Yep, Pirate's Mistress. Metal draw. Okay, draw. Metal draw. 6-letter metals. I was trying to put. I was thinking of carbon, but carbon is clearly not a metal. Just go through the periodic table as best I can. Silver, hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen. That's about as far as I go, really. Argon, xenon, neon, the other one. Silver, 6 letters. Mercury, 7. Lead, don't know. Let's go down to 22. Back muscles, those would be lats. Stiff right way using fingers. Back muscle, rhomboids, delt, stiff right way using fingers. Digital, is that right? Yeah, lat is backwards, isn't it? And rigid is stiff, yeah, digital. Okay, using fingers, digital. You always, whenever you see something about digits, think fingers, I think. Nameless benefactor gets access with a D in it. There's no D in the clue, so nameless benefactor, that's a donor. Can't be, yeah, door, yeah. What is an O saying I? In just seconds, conscious object declines class with daggers. Is that ODC? In just seconds, conscious object declines class. I've got an acrostic or a hidden word here or something. I'll just have squid tea, excuse me. I've got no idea what that word is. I don't even know what I'm trying to get to. In just seconds. Seconds is S, but in says put it inside, so I think that doesn't work. Conscientious objector. I think conscientious objectors are CO, aren't they? Declines class. I've got no idea. Right. Metal draw. Okay, let's have another think about my metals or draws. Quick look through the possibilities. I don't know. Magnesium, mangum, sag, zigzag. Draw could be an artisty kind of thing, couldn't it? Of course. Jack, keg, cag, lag, peg. I'm not coming up with anything for that. So yeah, is that really clear? I think maybe this is the last one. Explain worry about work. European Union abandoned. Whew. Explain worry is care. Oh. I care about work, but then ditch EU. Explain this to care. Care there. That was care. Oh, that's 5 down, isn't it? Arctic Circle provides fuel. Can't cure. Can't. Let's put care there. Work as an op. I don't see where I'm getting enough letters from really there. To worry is to nag. Harass maybe. Don't know. Right, well that has not gone overly well. I don't think it's disastrous, but it ain't great, is it? Let's be honest. Let's have a look through then. Let's have another reread through, see what we can get this time. Sign of top hat, scratching head. Capricorn. It is a sign. Capricorn, why is that? Cap is a hat, is a top, and a tricorn is a hat. Yeah, okay. Tricorn being one of those three-sided hats, triangular shaped obviously, that you see kind of people from the 17th century wearing. Oddly, the Arctic Circle in. Oh, maybe it's Arctic Circle in. Provides fuel. Let's go with that as an anagram. That could fit, couldn't it? I don't know how it's going to. Arctic Circle in. Or is it just the odd letters of that? Is it the T-E? But then where's my E? Where's the H coming from? For hideout, that ain't going to happen, is it? In. See if I can get from there anyway. Forget that word maybe. I've got three C's. Arctic Circle, yeah, I've got three C's. And none of them is going to start the answer. Inch. Inth. Inthermic. Provides fuel. Is it really going to be fuel like? I mean, normally there's only gas, oil, electricity, and nuclear, really. I mean, that has to be, if it is an anagram as I've done it, then that has to be either an E or an I, doesn't it? I think. Don't think any other letters will fit there. N, nth. Right, well, Capricorn's good. Which kind of starts to make me think acting for, represent, foreign office, visiting AC, actund, tundra. There's the R from tundra, that don't work. It doesn't have to be a T, but I think I thought it has to be. Right, pie chart. Epi. This word I don't know. Epi chart? Pie chart. It's the same thing I know. Epitarch? I think epitarch, but I wouldn't feel entirely. That's the one that feels like I may have heard of it. Excuse me. So that's an R. Nomad, found in an area between two large US cities. You'd think LA or NY have to be one of them, wouldn't you? And then you're looking at a third one, which can only be three letters if they were actually large US cities. But I don't think you need two large US cities. If that's the case, you don't need to say they're large, do you? So is there something more going on there? I don't think it's a hidden word. Two large LL. Nomad. Nomad is a wanderer, rover. Rover's not going to fit in that if that's an anagram of epitarch, pie chart. Happening as drums, extremely deficient before Ringo's discovered. Cool. Right, I'm going to just have another swig of tea, excuse me. Okay, I've just been staring at this one and actually it's very easy. All it is pirate, isn't it? It's Long John's. I filled it in from the checkers. And the 446 Long John Silver. There we go. And if I could type, I'd be deadly. What's that? And I don't quite understand why that is. Long Johns are the old underwear. Said I to get things going. Mistress. I don't know. Right, let's go here. Joan of Arc. That must be heroic sort. Why is that Joan of Arc? Arc is the Red Cross or RC. Flood. Alert. Rivers. Yeah, not really seeing that, but I'm sure it's Joan of Arc in there, isn't it? With a J at the start and an RC potential. Oh, let's not have a look at this one. Let's try it as an anagram again of the Arctic Circle or whatever it was. The do the E. Can't be coal, can it? Oddly, the Arctic Circle. I don't think we want to take every odd letter. T, E, R, tit. Inch or ench, I thought that could be. Although I've got rid of the E there. Charcoal. Charcoal would have been a good word to fit in there, but that isn't happening. Chocolate. No. I guess it may not be an anagram. Oddly, may just be TE, but that can't work because I've got an N second letter. And I am happy with Capricorn, and I am happy with Hideout, even if, and Fahrenheit scale I'm happy with. So even if Joan of Arc isn't right, but I'd be fairly sure about that. See how it goes. Right. Happening, well, okay. Occurring. As drums extremely deficient. Drums extreme deficient DT before Ringo's discovered. We're just doing a happening as drums. Tring. Is that a tring for Ringo? Dot tring? Doesn't really happen, does it? Or is it the ing? Maybe discover means just get rid of that. Extremely deficient. Happening is a maybe epitarch's wrong. Maybe that's not a T. This one, glassmaker. Oh no, is rejected. Okay, SI by student L. Silica. I don't quite know why the arts venue is the ICA. I assume it is the, but Silica does make glass. I know that much. That must be in LA, mustn't it? Area, was it nomad found in area between two large cities, or is there an A going between something and something? Not sure. Right, let's have a look at this one here. Recall car parks. Recall cars park outside close to garage. We reminisce. Why is that reminisce? Oh, minis. Park is a wreck with an A on the end. Yeah, okay, go with that. Magenta, Magnum. Metal. Meg, Mug, Mig, Mog. Or Mig. Madge. Metal. Yeah, I guess it doesn't have to actually be a element, does it? It could be. I can't remember. Is it brass or bronze? Brass is a combination of two things, isn't it? Copper and bronze. So, I think. What's this? Let's go over here to this E. Explain, worry about. maybe it's care backwards. Irako. That's going to be coal. I think that's pretty coal, isn't it? Somehow. European Union about work. Iraq upon. Okay, now I've got a C from Joan of Arc, maybe. School governors are clubs in church, or church is CH, maybe. With small sanctions. Governors, school governors. Am I still on screen? Probably not, am I? Just off. Let me scroll up a bit. There. I'm just going to manoeuvre my head tight, have a little bit of sweet tea, and back in a moment. I did a bit of school governing a while back, well, quite a long time ago now, and I can't remember anything about what we call ourselves other than school governors. Clearances, I think, is that. Clearances, sanctions? Why do we clearances? CE for church, maybe. Clubs. Lance? Lance is C. With small sanctions. If that's the case, I can't see why. I mean, I can normally break clues down, which, if you sanction something, then you clear it, don't you? Sanctions is clearances. Sanction, I think. Small sanctions, clearances. I think. Clubs in church. Clubs aren't lances, are they? Really? So, C for clubs. The LEA, Local Education Authority, in C for clubs. Rances, ran, CES, with small, okay, small on the end. Sanctions is clearances. Church is CE, so clubs ran. I'm going to go with that. I think it's probably right. Eraco. What's this you could learn? Explain is to do something I can't think of. This one going down. Okay. Looking up. Somewhere to go. I think this is a bad pun. Root, uproot, amproot. R-U-T-E, root. If that was coal, I don't know what it is, but if it was coal, what have I got as an option? Ench. The Arctic Circle, I wonder if that fits in there, circle being an O. Ah, that's interesting, isn't it? Let's try that again, the Arctic Circle then. in particular, and then particular is picky or something specific. Yeah, the Arctic Circle. I think that's coal. Can't type it in. I think that's coal there, but I don't know enough about coal. And then I've got thracite. Anthracite. Is that? Anthracite coal. I think. I don't know really. So what have we got? The Arctic. ARCTIC. In particular is anal. There we go then. Somehow I've just dug out something I've barely heard of. Anthracite coal. Wow. Okay. What's this in? Elaborate. That must be. Why it's elaborate? I don't know. Why is that elaborate? Explain is to elaborate. About work. About work. European EU labour. Without EU. E8. 8 is to, okay, E. About work. E. I think worry is got 8 at you. About work. Oh, no, no. U with a U out of labour. I think. So what's this one? Apocryphal. How am I doing? How long I've been on this really? Feels like a long time. 35 minutes. Amphoral. Okay. I mean, surely. Okay, looking up. Surely must be. KO. Asp. Somewhere to go. At least it cuts out the idea it's a route for somewhere to go. Away. Or following Google Maps, say app. It's an app something, isn't it? I suppose. App. Approval. Okay, it's approval, isn't it? So I think that's right. Somewhere to go is the lav. Okay. Yeah, or following app. Right, Google Maps. Okay, there we go. Right, I said he was kind of a intricate setter, and that's a good example of his intricacy. Right, turnover scene when Conser goes up against Mo Salah. Is it an apple turnover? Oh, what happened there? Something jumped. I haven't really sorted out this one, have I? The what was that? Film companies. Studios and studios. There we are. That was easy. Right. Job swap. That'll be a trade. That'll be easy as well. Suddenly it's really easy. Turnover seen when Conser goes up against Mo Salah. Mo Salah, I think his name is. Mo Salah. What's the LAH bit? How goes up against Mo Salah. Conser. Yeah, I don't really understand that, but if you put it's a hidden word in it of the end of Conser and the start of Mo Salah. Okay, alright, this isn't too bad then. So just over 35 minutes and then the last 3. And I've got, I don't know about epitarch, do I? I'm going to, based on the fact it's epigram and epithet and epitaph, I would think that's an epitarch. Could be a cratch or something, so epicratch or something, but epicraph. Might be worth having a think about that. This. My cold regions, I'm going to need a 6. We've got 3, 6. If that R is part of that, which I imagine it is. AC for A cold. Region is I need a 7-letter word for region. beginning with T, which doesn't have to be a cold one, does it? Represent is to... It doesn't have to be acting either. That's the end rule. Account for. Ooh, I've done there. Account for, yeah. Yeah, there we go. A country, yeah. Nomad. Between two large cities. And why? I assume. Let's get rid of that for a minute. LA. Nyala. Did I have epi? Okay, epitrack. What is it? Epi. Okay, what have we got here? Happening. Offing. Okay, Ringo's discovered. Or Wardling. Ordsing. Ordsing. Just trying to get the extremely deficient. I think it's just DR, isn't it? Drums. That can't be a RT though, can it? RT or RC. So that's the one thing it can't really be is. So what have I got left? I've got, oh, don't go that way. Stop it. See, oh, could be crath. Could be track. Or it could be, can't be Sark. Ah, epic trach. Outing. But it could be C. Crath. So what am I trying to get to? Let's just try all the letters there until I, well, get this one and then I can bung in the other one, can't I? Happening is... As drum's extremely deficient. Well, that feels like it should be. Oh, drums. As drums, as oasting. Sure, it's going to be an ing word, and it's definitely account for. Happening is occurring, but occurring's double C-U-R, so it doesn't fit. Opening, happening, opening. Drums a timpani, timpani, bongos. And to be fair, I've still only got my CRT to go in there, haven't I? So, what am I going to put? If it's Ausk. If it's an R, which feels like the more likely, or T, outling. Ostring, ostaying. Let's go through that. Oct. I would have thought it was an out, really, but it could be an out on or an ox, I suppose. I might have been oot. Optling, happening. I'm assuming discovered is anagram indicator for Ringo's, in which case that has to be R, but Ringo's would be O. O, but I can't have an O there because of that, can I? New pie chart. Let's just check I've got that spelled correctly. I'm sure I have. Pie chart. I mean, it doesn't have to be. I suppose it doesn't have to be epi, does it? Although the only letter that will go before the P is an I think. Out of those choices, so epicrath. Can't be that. It can't be, it could be track. Epicarth, could be that. I mean, epic tar. Right, let's come back to that one again. Let's look at this metal drawer. Hey, to draw. Actually, let's look at this one because this is a horrible clue. In just seconds, conscientious objector declines class. With daggers. Daggers are. I saw a word for daggers that I didn't know the other day, but I don't think it's going to be this. Maybe it's that. I spelled Einstein right? Yes, I have. That's been a bit of an interesting one, wouldn't it? Conscious objector declines. I think that's probably just conscientious back to front. CO declines class with daggers. In just seconds would be to. Can't be occur. Oc. I was wondering if I need to take the CO out of seconds, which is sends. But no, that ain't happening. Draw mig magnum magnesium mag. Magnum isn't a metal, is it? So mangan manganate mangan. Not sure that's one at all. Can't see what these last. I think these last two or three are a bit beyond me really. What I'm going to do is just take that out, do a check, and then a refresh to check everything else is good. So everything else is good. That's good news. There it goes. I'm going to put this one in as what am I going for? Epicrath. Doesn't really matter, does it? See if that's right. No, epitrack. Did I say that? I went through so many possibilities, not really. Okay, that. Right. Oh, what's pie chart? I think it's not that then. Oh. Epigraph. Oh, chart is a graph, isn't it? Duh. That makes it better. Ogling. Happening. Discovered. Ongoing. Happening is ongoing. There we go. I'll pass that later. Good, right. Just going to pause for a second. Right, just pause for a second to get rid of the ticks, do a refresh. Sometimes they're the banner ads come up and things. Right, so these last two, metal draw. How am I going to get this? Magnum. I feel like Magnum, but I don't think that is a metal. Unless somehow it isn't a double F. Metal might. Maybe I'm just looking at it the wrong way. Might. Because I feel like there should be a vowel or a R there or something. Or an L. Mag. drawer. Is it going to be the name of an artist? Marguerite. Marguerite? It's spelled differently, Marguerite, isn't it? So I'll get this one there. In just seconds. Conscientious objector declines class with daggers. I don't know if daggers is implying a certain letter that needs to be taken away. Let's see. I don't know. Let's check that. That's wrong. That one wrong. Oh, still don't know. Who is it? Magnet. Oh, that kind of draw. Very good. In just seconds. Conscientious objector. Is that something like an obini or something? Obelly. Obelisk. Don't know. Right. Okay. Well, let's go through and best I can. This is going to be a hard one to pass, I think. Just double check everything's right to that point. It seems to be. Do a refresh. Okay. Right. Yeah, it was a bit unsuccessful, wasn't it? Last 3 or 4. Just didn't know. A good 45 minutes done on it. Right. Sign of top hat. Right, a sign. Capricorn is one of the signs of the zodiac. Fair enough. A top is a cap. Put a bottle cap. Yeah, top on your bottle cap. And a hat is a tricorn. Three-cornered hat, which is why I got tri at the start of it. Scratching head says take the T off of that. A job is a trade, and a swap is a trade. Simple double definition. Right, happening is ongoing. Drums extremely deficient. Bongos. I said bongo drums, didn't I? I think so. That's the on-go, and before Ringo's discovered, and I think again the ing of Ringo. I forgot I said that before. I think discover means just take the middle letters of Ringo. Skin is hide, the hide of an animal, whatever, and on show is out, and a hideout is a retreat. Nomad is Nyala. I have heard the word before. I couldn't have told you anything about it, but yeah, we've got the A for area going between New York and LA, which are the 2 large US cities. So can't really get a more simple clue than that, really, can you? I just don't know Nyala. I think I even tried that actually. NYLA. Have heard it before though, right? Rivers maybe on flood alert Red Cross. Okay. Joan Rivers, gosh, wow. Joan Rivers is Rivers maybe, and then we've got an acrostic of on flood is OF, and alert Red Cross is ARC for ARC. Initially is your, I want to say, acrostic indicator. We'll take those letters, and Joan of Arc was a heroic sort. Right, nice flat here has, I think is an anagram of Fahrenheit scale. Strange is your anagram indicator, and the Fahrenheit scale is a way to tell the temperature. Right, to recall is to reminisce. Cars are minis. The park is a rec, as in a recreation ground, so REC, and then put the closed to garage, the last letter garage on the end is an E. Secretary is a PA, personal assistant. 4A, so yeah, per, 1 per person, one a day, 1 each, 1A, 1 is A is per, and the broadsheet could be a paper, newspaper. Right, the back muscles are lat, latissimus dorsi, I think they're called. Stiff is rigid, but take the R from rigid off. Actually, back is saying put it all backwards, and the lats happen to be, they're actually on this, they are back muscles as such, but they're the ones that kind of come out the side, just underneath your arms, off the side of your back. So yeah, lat, rigid backwards without the R. Using your fingers is digital because you have digits. Right, comic is your anagram indicator that we need an anagram of actor, and working is on, which gives you a cartoon, which is animation. Right, now here's an interesting one. In just seconds, conscientious objector declines class with daggers. I think daggers are obli. Conscientious objector Is that a non-believer or something? No. In just seconds. Conscientious objector declines. I know. I see it now. Second letter of conscientious. Second letter of objector. Second letter of declines. Class and with gives you oberly. There it is. In just seconds. So just take the second letters of all those words. Oh, that was a toughy little nasty clue to bung in there. To explain this, to elaborate. Right. I think worry is 8. It's something 8 at you. About work. Work is labour. E for European. Oh, no, sorry. Worry is to eat. E-A-T. Going around labour. E for European on the end. And then union abandoned. So take the U out of labour. That makes sense. Good. What do we got next? We've got the down clues. Right. To represent is to account for. Okay. Foreign Office is FO. Visiting A is in the clue, C for cold, and then a region is a country, but it's briefly, so take the Y off of country. Right, new pi is the epi, do an anagram of pi, as indicated by new, gives us EPI, and a chart is a graph, which gives you an epigraph, which is an inscription. Just not familiar enough with the word to get to that. Silica is used in the making of glass. SI rejected, so put SI backwards, or is backwards gives you SI. A student is a learner, and then the arts venue is the ICA. I don't know what that is. International Centre for Arts. Who knows? That's what I'll go with. Right. Pirates mistress, after removing old underwear, said I to get things going. Cool. Well, the pirate is Long John Silver. That's your definition, I think. And long johns are old underwear. Said I to get things going. Right, I'm going to have a pause and just think to myself. Okay, no wonder I didn't quite understand that one right. Yeah, long johns are old underwear. Said I is literally a sound like of I is an I, and then a mistress is a lover. So remove O for old from lover. Gives you Long John Silver, and to get things going, I think it's just kind of don't know what it's doing there. It's just surface, I suppose. Right, the anthracite coal. Woohoo, got that one finally. I think we've got an anagram of oddly, as I recall. Got the Arctic, O for circle. I put an O instead of a circle, so anagram of those, and then put them in particular. To be particular is to be anal, so AN at the start and AL at the end. Anagram of the Arctic, O, and anthracite coal is a type of fuel apparently. Film companies are studios, including U for Universal becomes studious, which is eager to learn. Right, a turnover. Samosa is a type of turnover. Yeah, fair enough. Kind of pastry type thing. Not quite pastry, but that kind of thing. Little triangular food. And we've just got seen when consa goes up against mosalar. So if we put consa with mosalar straight after it, then we get SA, MO, SA as a hidden word. Seen when being your kind of hidden word indicator. Right, a side is a team. Now swap the ends, so the M and the T swap round, and we get meet. And meet is a game. Game meet. Looked at 4 down. Long John Silver. Yeah. Right. The school governors. Oh gosh, what was this? The school governors of the LEA, the Local Education Authority, organised as ran. Clubs is C. C in cards. When you're playing cards, say bridge, and you're writing down the scores, you put C for clubs. And in church, we'll C E Church of England. So the C at the start and the E, and then with small s for small gives you sanctions, which are clearances. So sanctions is one of those words. Is it an optonym or something? Where a sanction could be both a penalty and an allowance. You allow people to do it, you sanction it to occur. Right, perhaps Albert. So yeah, Albert Einstein is an example of an Albert. We've got Finney's content, the INNE, S, and then with set I, redesigned as your anagram indicator. Nice little clue that. It's gone down. Whew, okay, did I get this? Yes, I think I did, probably. Okay, looking up. Okay, something is approval. Approval is okay. Looking up somewhere to go. Well, somewhere to go is a lav. Or is in the clue. So I've got lav, or, and Google Maps is an example of an app. And looking up is telling you to put that all upwards. Well, or put lav or upwards, and then put app for Google Maps at the start. Whoa, right. Yeah, magnet is a metal. Well, magnets do tend to be made of metal, I'll give you that. I'm not sure that it's any kind of specific kind of metal, is it? I don't know. A drawer. Something that magnets draw people to draw items towards them. As they are a drawer. Fair enough on the second half of that. Not so keen on the first half. Double definition here, really. Forgive. If you forgive someone, you pardon them. And if you say, you what? You meant, pardon me? Excuse me? Didn't quite understand you. A benefactor is a donor. Nameless means take the N out of donor becomes door. And doors give you access. So there we go, all done. A little bit fail there at the end. Magnet I'm not very happy about. Oberly was just too tough on the cluing for me, and I don't know it's daggers. Ongoing. Maybe if I'd seen the graph, I should have. That's one for the future for me to get when I've done this a bit more really. And ongoing would have been got with that G in place as it did. Immediately got it pretty much. So there we go. Tough little puzzle from Fed there, as I kind of expected. Very interesting cluing though. So thanks to him, and thank you for watching.